And I don't know exactly what happened with this thing, but we're going to double check to make sure that we have actually good audio and that we're actually live. Because there was a bit of a problem with YouTube last episode, and it went ahead and just cut out. So we're going to double check everything, make sure we got audio. Okay, it looks like we got audio, we got sound, everything's good. Yeah, I don't know what happened, it just kind of crashed right there at the moment, so, and their network was down, I couldn't really get onto YouTube to do my stream. It was streaming, but then it wasn't recording to YouTube, so I don't know. So, hey, thanks for watching. And so, yeah, so we're back again. We'll call this episode 44, we'll be on this one. We'll see how long we stay on here. Of course, like our usual thing, we normally would eat first, but as you can see, I did some offline work. I finally got the refrigerator set up, so we're going to go ahead and have a cup of coffee, because, you know, we always start our episodes off with some food, or some drink, or something like that. So, in this case, we're going to consume some coffee, and then we're going to make sure our weapon's loaded, because lately they've been a real pain. So, went through here and did a few things off camera, and I'm going to bring you guys up to speed on it. First of all, we loaded a few more shelves, as you can see, and then we went ahead and got a few more of these loaded, which we'll go ahead and pop it open here. We're going to need to label them, but that's fine. Then we went ahead and we got rid of all these. There used to be those nozzles there. We don't need those anymore because we're collecting components, so we can build them anytime. Went ahead and started making these landing spots right here and right here, so that we can bring the fighter in here and we can have our cargo deal in here. And then also went ahead and added these what do you call them? Scaffolding to support this, and looks like we've got a drifting pursuant, actually two drifting pursuants and a stinging adversary coming into attack. So, yep, we're gonna have fun with that. And then this is what we did, we added this. So, what I did is I went ahead and created this. We're gonna give this a try. To repair our ships, as well as to be able to basically weld them together really quick. We'll build our ship, put it right here, and then we'll turn these things on, and basically they'll take care of the welding for us. Give us an opportunity, and then later on maybe we can get a projector and put it right here, and then just project our ships on here and be able to do that, or possibly put a projector on our ships if the vehicles or ships are, you know, sturdy enough for it. I was thinking this would work really well for a number of different things, but we could bring them in there, and I was debating whether to extend it out a little bit further. We may do that just so that we get a little bit going on. And as far as the border and the lights and the lines of this, I'm going to keep the border the way it is there, but I might move the line over, and I might move the lights over because of the opening, you see. So we went ahead and did that. So that was what we did off screen. Unfortunately, you know, bad things happen, so we couldn't really do the other things. Let's jump out here and see what's going on. Alright, so we've got a problem child coming down the wrong way. Yep, you're going down. You're going to slide down. You're going to bounce over that, aren't you? Yeah, yeah, we'll leave him alone. Let's see here. Let's bring this one down. There's another one up there. We'll use these, of course. We'll load up the materials. Okay, we're just gonna okay. We'll use this as basically a big giant supply depot. That's what we're gonna use these for when we do this thing. So we're gonna get in here and we're gonna go ahead and continue doing our work. we'll get this platform thing. Oh, as you can see, I gridded it out. One of the things I want to think about is what to do for a door up here. Now, I had a couple of ideas, some very interesting ideas, I thought. But I was thinking, since this is where the lowest that we can go, or actually this is the, you know, we can't get rid of this stuff. But the thought crossed my mind that maybe we should keep the gate open to a level of maybe set it up so that we can use regular hangar doors and not build a custom one. But if we do that, we're going to need to do... If we do it that way, we're going to have to go no more than 4 wide. So I don't know about that. 4 wide would mean that it would have to be... I mean, we could do... Well, there's a way to do this. Let's see here. If we go vertical 4, we could go horizontal wide as much as we want. As long as we keep our leaving ship, our big ship one grid, you know, one deck, we should be fine. So I'm thinking let's go ahead and run... We'll run it along, let's see. Well, since 1, 2, okay, so if we do it there, it's going to come down to there. I'm thinking about how far down this is right here. Well, you know what? Let's run a test. You're gonna see the deck is here. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we're up 5. Okay, so let's see here. We're gonna go widthwise. Man, this thing is like... Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Ow. Yep, I hear you, suit lady. I wasn't paying attention. Really gotta pay attention to that. So, anyway, I'm thinking that what we'll do... I know we've got those materials over there, and I know we need to get a vehicle up and running, and that's kind of a big primary concern. However, I think that oh wow, 2 at 11%. Oh, that's interesting. All right. Oh, looks like they're lighting them up. There we go. All right. So I'm thinking that we're gonna have it. So if we do it like, let's see, that's gonna go... Actually, we're gonna probably want to keep it so that we've got it set up so that... Okay. So if we do it... Let's see, let's get the structure in place here. Now, I like these warfare doors, and I like the ones with the windows because I think it's kind of cool. Really? Where are you at? Good gravy, look at all these things. Good gravy. Oh yeah, you gonna try to ram me? Yeah, you missed. Bye-bye. Oh, seriously? Good deal. Okay, we'll definitely go work with this. Alright, so this is brilliant. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this actually happened like this. Alright, yep. So, first order of business. Make this go away. And then we're gonna get rid of this one here. Because we're gonna just turn this thing on and let it grind away, guys. Now, if they could all just drive it right into our little grinder pit, that would be so perfect. So, it would be be just brilliant, really. Makes my life so much easier when they do it that way. Oh, these guys. Yep. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to come back here and do our project, but first things first. Let's turn on the grinder pit. Because why not? If they're going to do it, and they're just going to fly in there, why not get the materials? Alright, grinder pit, you are now on. Yep, there we are. Nice. Yep. Anybody else want to come down there? Alright, so what I'm thinking is we're going to get these doors. I'm thinking let's put the doors on... Well, I was going to say put it on the back side of this, but now that I'm looking at this and I'm thinking... It's going to be... We're going to need to be over... See, in order to be able to do it right, you know, we could do this way. We could go 4, but that's basically 4 right now. If we just line them up in the back, but here's the problem: we have this in the way, so we'd have to line them up in the front. So we'd have to go out to here and run it across here, which is fine because we can bring the angle down. So let's do that. Let's set it up that way. Let's see here. Where is my, there it is right there. See, if we do hangar door that's windowed, we could go right like that all the way across here. And then we could protect it with an armor plate. Yeah, I like that. That works out really well. And then if we do it right here, actually if we do it to here, we got 1, and then we go 2, that's going to cover, well actually, we won't even need the one on the side, because if we're going to go it from there, yeah, because we'll have to set some down on the floor plate too, so that works out. We could actually make this entire thing one big giant wide one. Just like this. Just go all the way across. Yep, that'll work. Right there. And then we drop this one right there. Perfect. So, that means we're going to be going out to this spot here to do our this is all going to be plated all the way up here, and then we're going to go with heavy plates across the top here. And then that works out really well. I like how that's going to work out, actually. Yeah, that's going to make for a really nice big wide one. And there's plenty of room. It'll be more than sufficient, I think. Yeah, this works out really well, actually. I like this. Alright. It does mean that right at... Ooh, who is shooting at me? Ah. Oh, looks like he's just going away. It'd be nice if these guys would do a little bit better job falling down. That'd be really handy. I can understand how this can be kind of wonky or a little bit difficult, because I tried doing it with the other one and it did not work right. Now if I hit that, that might work, might not. We'll see. Nah, it's gonna miss. Yeah, it's too far over. Oh well. Well, we'll take from those next, but right now let's go ahead and get these set up. And then we also need to do, so what I think we're gonna do, let's go ahead and get this set up too. We're gonna have to, we do have a spot down here we need to fix anyway, so let's go ahead and get this spot fixed here. Oh, I didn't want to use the grids on here. I don't use the grids because I could use them for other things. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put the grids... let's see here. Actually, you know what? I could use these as storage too. I mean, it's not like they're not connected, so let's go ahead and drop the grids there. And I'm curious, if I drop that there, will it suck it out? It doesn't. Oh, it does. Okay, that's cool. Then we'll drop that in there too. That's perfect. Alright, we need to get some more steel plates. And, shoot. Alright, let's do this. It's, when you're doing these big, giant projects, it's like really not fun when you've got to deal with this situation. This is where having this higher end grinder comes into... Yeah, you don't like that, do you? You were trying to get your gun built up. Oh, I see what they were doing. Oh, you guys are slick. He was trying to get his gun built up using my own welders. Oh, you guys are sneaky little buggers, aren't you? I mean, that's some sneaky, sneaky next level stuffs. Alright, so we're gonna run this out to here. Alright, so this is gonna have to go... We're gonna have to get rid of all of this, too. You know what? It might be a smart move. Get the grinder out. Bring our digger out and get it fixed that way. As much as I really... well... yeah, it just makes more sense. Makes a lot more sense to take the grinder out, but I don't know. I feel like if I do that... no. I mean, I don't see it being a danger, because we got a lot of coverage, and I'm not worried about that. I just feel like I like having this protection right there, and yeah, we'll just do it this way. Oh, I do hate it when it shows up high like that. Okay, get this over here. Alright, lined up right about here. Let's see. Alright, let's see. I think we're just about right. Alright, right there. Alright, we got that right there. Okay. Get this a little bit. I just want to get this a little bit taken care of here. Right out to here. Then we'll take it all the way out, but right now we're just taking that out to here. But here's the thing I'm thinking, guys. So I'm thinking, I set this thing up with the lineup being straight up here. But I feel like what I need to do, actually, is shift it over to the center line of these. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we've got 4 instead of 5 here. So if we have 4 instead of 5, that means we're actually going to be slightly off-center. And we can't do the lights down the middle that way as easily. But do we really want to shorten it? Not really. But if we do shorten it, we do have the advantage of running another conveyor line from here straight down, which does provide us with additional option for supplies up to here, which is probably a good idea. So let's go ahead and do that. So this is going to be, we're going to do this up like so. And then we're going to take this and we're going to run this right here. We're just going to run this all the way across here because we want to be able to. This is going to be the protection for everything. Alright, down it goes, all the way down, as far down as we're going to take it. Alright, and then on this side, same thing. That over here though, right there, we're going to actually do something a little bit different. Up, here we go again, fuel low again. Alright, yep, I know, fuel's critical. We're going to dump these off. We're going to have to do a run for snow, actually snow works, but we'll go for a run for material soon because, well, that's just what we're going to end up doing for fuel, you know. So we'll drop that off there. And then we're going to go with 2 more tanks, and off we go again. I think this episode, I know I need to get that cargo drone in place, but I think getting the gate entrance finished is actually a pretty important task at this point, honestly. Especially given the interests of the bad guys. They are being very mildly annoying. So what we will do is get this all situated. Now there's our entrance right there. Nice. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and switch over to... Well, I was originally going to use... well, we could use armor blocks and just call it good. I mean, I guess. We just need to have something that's going to... Alright. And then we'll run them down. And the other thing is really cool is by doing it this way, we do have the option of running that conveyor line down, which is really nice too. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what we got. Material wise, not too bad. Let's go ahead and we're going to make a deposit into the build thingy here. Alright, let's get these in here and let's go out there and get some more materials. I mean, we've got all these drones sitting out here just being annoying, so we might as well take advantage of that annoyance and harvest them. And this is probably, I knew it, more stuff. I'm trying to get all this stuff out of here as fast as I can. As soon as it falls over, I'm going to have to leave it. Alright, this has worked out nicely. It's a little bit more feasible when you have the elite grinder, because the elite grinder is going to actually go fast enough to make it, like, reasonable. Alright, let's get back over here and get these things set up some more. So, let's see here. I'm going to run this straight down. So let's go ahead and we'll get, let's see. Let's go with a conveyor. We're going to go with a reinforced conveyor tube, just because we want to be consistent with everything else that's around there, so we're going to do that. It's very nice of them to have a contribution to the cause. Little do they know that they're really contributing to their own demise, but you know what? Far be it for me to So, let's go ahead and we'll hear that. Oh. Why am I unable to? What's there? I don't understand. Oh no, wait. No, that's connected. Why am I not able to place that? I don't understand. That was weird. Alright. So I was gonna say, I mean, how can it be unable to do it? It's all the same grid. There we go. We need that to be complete. The rest of it, I'm not as worried, but that has to be complete right now because of the fact that, you know, we have those things going on. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that. Alright, that works out nicely. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and slap a, let's see, light armor block in there. And we'll jump over here. Alright, cool. Alright, let's get this one in place. Alright, now let's see here. Where is the... There's the bottom right there. Okay. Alright, so now we're right here. Now, let's get this, let's get this thing all the way across. And then that is gonna... I think that's gonna line us up right here. Pretty sure that sets us up just fine. Yeah, it does. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this. Alright, so this, these are all solids. Single light break, light armor, so we'll get that in place. Okay, let's go get some more armor, some more materials. We're gonna collect it from the, these guys down here, who apparently decided to donate to the cause. Alright, let's get this thing out. Alright, we're full again. Nice. Let's go down here and get the rest of this gateway done. Now you might be asking yourself, well, why doesn't she just grab the thousands of armor plates you know that are in the storage? And that's because I'm kind of wanting to hold on to those as part of the whole welding experience. Alright, we got more incoming. Always works out that way. Okay, honestly, I'm just tired of doing all that grinding. It's just so annoying. I could do the grinder pit, which is still on, by the way, which I probably should turn off. Because it's just, you know, one of those things, but... Okay, let's go ahead and do the grind. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and turn those off, and then yeah, so we're just gonna go and we're gonna go do exactly what I said I wasn't gonna do, which is go get materials directly from the storage and get out the plates we need to be able to build this thing. Alright, we got that. Let's go ahead and drop off these, because we're not doing anything with those. Yeah, we'll take that too. Alright, cool. Let's just go again. I just want to get these this framework in place. I mean, we still are going to need to dig out the entrance. Alright, it's starting to look really like a doorway here. Perfect. Alright, that's going to take a lot more plates there. Alright, let's grab these. We're going to grab all this material because we're going to need it all to get those gate entrance setups here. Okay, so those two are coming down there, so we need to set up our gates on the bottom as well. So let's go ahead. I want to match them up with these. So let's, I mean, I don't know if they're the same, but I'm pretty sure they're gray. Oh, they're going to be white. Well, that's different. Anyway, let's go ahead and get these windowed hangar doors in play. Alright, so that's the doors right there. Not bad, not too bad at all. That's actually fairly big. I think that'll work just fine. We do need to line up the entrance, however. We are really misaligned entrance-wise, but that's okay. Alright. So this is going to require a lot of components. Alright, up we go. Bam. Alright, so we've accomplished that particular part of the problem. So that's good. Alright, next thing we need to do is we need to go through here and we need to get more, we need a lot more metal pipes. It sucks because I really would like to get, I really want to get these guys, get these, the drone set up and ready to go, but it's starting to feel kind of like this might be a smarter option. Oh, by the way, I did move these two. Not that you have a view, but at least you get to see a little bit of that, so. Okay, so. Oh, yeah, we did do have a few things we need to iron out here. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to fly over to the outpost and see about getting some stuff there. I figure we draw enough of these buggers here, we can go ahead and grind them all down. We'll just do a grinding moment. But for now, I really want to get as much material into those doors as we can get. And I want to get the armor built back up again, too. Although a grinder ship that welds would be really good, like a construction ship, but it's tricky. It's very tricky. Could do it with that digger style kind of deal too, but here's the thing, whatever we build is going to have to be able to handle this rather intense assaults we keep getting. It's going to be like really tricky, so. Alright, we're coming in and we're going to take from those cargo pods. That's what we're going to do. That does it. Run the blockade again. Alright, let's get down there and get that armor plating in place. It's going to be a back and forth a little bit because we don't have that rover, I mean that flyer, but it's like as soon as I get that thing out, the maneuverability shot. I could use the fighter, I guess, but actually see about putting a I should see about putting a what do you call it? One of those projectors down there. Good. This is really getting them good. And I spoke too soon. Actually, I need to get those displays up, actually. What is the... If you go to display, the first item is... Okay, so it's comps and the other thing too, so... Hey, Minuteman, welcome! Okay, so I think we need to get some labels in place for some stuff, so we're gonna zip over here and see about construction components, computers, stuff like that. So, drop that off so that can go into La La Land. Let's go ahead and grab 100 of those, all of those, and we'll take 2 of those. Oh yeah, actually we're going to need those over here. Alright, so those are in place. Alright, let's go ahead and get some more labels in here. Let's go over here to the LCD section, and we're going to get... Alright. Okay, so this is solar cells, I think? No, it's uranium. Alright. Okay, get these things loaded up. Or at least as close as I can get. Now, some of these, somewhere up in here, we got... Where was the tablet case? There it is. Okay, good. Ah, that's what I was looking for. I knew there was a couple more of those things we didn't get done. Alright. Okay, so we've got some good labels up here. Alright, good. We'll have to go through and label all those at some point, but right now, we're changing gears again. We do that a lot. We really do. Boy, these guys sure like to make a lot of noise. I mean, it's fine, but it's annoying. It's like bang, 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 bang. That's all they do. That's all they ever do. Alright. Now, we gotta line this up here. I think we're gonna stick with the line on this side. And then we're gonna move the lights over to probably about here. They'll run right next to the conveying line. That'll work out nicely. But we want it to be lined up with this here. Perfect world. So, yeah. Well, we're gonna go ahead and call that an episode. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you again on next time on Space Engineers Helios Underground Survival. Thank you so much for joining me. And, well, actually, there was one more thing before I sign off on this episode that I was thinking about doing, and let's go ahead and do it. Mad Dash. Bad guys are out there all over the place. We're going to fly over there and run some trips back and forth and offload these materials for construction. So I see it, you know, we're going to build something to carry a lot more materials, but it's going to need to be basically an APC sort of, except not personnel, but rather supplies. An ASC. Armored Supply Vehicle. But I want something with weapon systems, something like that. It's gonna like be powerful enough to carry what we need, but also make it so that it can bite back if need be. Alright. Let's see here. Okay. Now there's a lot of materials in here, but that is going to be useful for the doors. that is useful for the doors. We'll get to the metal in just a second. Alright, there's those pipes. Let's see. Oh my gosh. I just had a thought. We're definitely going to need plenty of plates. But we also are going to need more. We got to find some more of these motors. Load up on those. And we'll take as many of those as we can. Alright, cool. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Alright, back we go. But yeah, next episode we're definitely going to rebuild the drone. That is definitely happening. Because we need to be able to transport these materials. Additionally, we should get some fighter drones in place. Get them up there. Because I'm thinking if we have a couple of fighters as escorts, that would be really, really useful. Alright, drifting pursuants, fleeting rivals, all these bad guys everywhere. Down we go. Whoops, overshot. Just a little overshooting here. Alright, so let's get this entrance back up. And then we're gonna keep getting these things. Alright, cool, so that took all of that. And that sucked up a lot of material too. Alright, let's go ahead and come around and drop this off in here. And then we're gonna run over here and do that one there, that one there. Alright, wait, so we're gonna go back here. Alright, let's go around the corner. And we're out. Just like that. Those girders do not last long. They really don't. Alright, sounds like they're going to beat themselves into a frenzy, everybody. So thank you so much for joining me. Thanks for joining Minuteman. And I will see you guys next time on Space Engineers. Bye.